Are we back? We're back. Hello everybody, Mr. Moo here in the cockpit. Back after, well, way too long out of action. It's good to be back. It's good to be around. It's good to actually be able to breathe. Amazing thing, that whole breathing thing. So, starting right off with getting down to details. Last night I tried a little bit of the new update, Elite Dangerous 2.2 Horizons The Guardians. Got myself, played about 3 hours. That should be archived somewhere on my page. And got myself up to a Cobra Mark III. Best multi-role in the game, I think. And a godsend for new pilots. Okay, what do we got here? For those that don't know, doing a clean slate reset of a pilot and starting off at 0 for 2.2 for new pilots, for new commanders, for anybody that might be curious about the game. This is what you get, this is how you start, this is what's going on. A few tips, tricks, etc., and just wanted to see how what the universe is like for the starting commander these days. What do we got in the outfitting menu? Okay, that's right, we did not have any passenger accommodations here. Unfortunate. Do we have any upgrades here for the thrusters? We did not. Alright. Well, time to go find a new planet. Take some cargo to them, get some cash, and get some more upgrades. Sounds like a plan? Sounds like a plan. As always, my faithful sidekick / AI Kix in the cockpit with me. Hello, Kix.
Hello.
Hey, she's in a talking mood today. Also, my spaceship cats, Hank and Yuki, bouncing around the cockpit, being happy little spaceship cats. All is good in the world, I gotta say. So, let's see here. Boom data delivery. Let's see here to LHS 6282, 3100 credits. Anomalous bulk scan data. What else we got here? Massacre ships for 82 grand. Tempting, however. Here. Oh yeah, also need to go into my commodities market because I got some... I was given some cargo as a reward, and I don't really want that particular cargo right now, so... Is there an offer to buy? Huh. Was an offer to buy. Well, don't need it. A little extra cash in the coffers. Not too bad. Alright, back to the mission board. Let's see what we got. Okay, you want to do that. Not too much in the way of great missions. No. Assassinate deserters. 165 grand. Tempting. Tempting. Maybe later when I've got something a little bit more combat capable. Alright, looks like a nice easy transport trip. $1,400 or $1,600 with... Well, I get materials and I get a little bit less cash, but I may be able to sell off the cargo, so we'll do this. Galaxy map.
Loading galaxy information.
Thank you, Kix. Aganippe system. Alright, where are we going here? Vasilyev Port. 244 light seconds off of the beacon. Not too bad for transit time. In fact, actually pretty good. And 2 stations nearby. May go to Cherry Port, we'll see. Anarchy government, what's the... What do they actually produce here? Facilities, state relationship, economy, agriculture. Oh. Not gonna get too much in the way of upgrades there, but hey, hope springs eternal. Lights.
And then?
Prepare to launch.
Preparing for departure. Please observe the seatbelt sign green.
Ship
Gear up.
restraint retracted. Follow the greens on your way out.
Usually I go blowing out of the dock like my tail's on fire, but I really don't want to get crammed up the rear end of that Asp Explorer ahead of me. Jump.
Maximum warp.
Again, loving the new warp effects, or the new hyperspace effect. Especially the destination star at the end of the tunnel. Which, by the way, to all commanders, new and old, remember, drop your throttle to 0 before you exit from hyperspace. Otherwise, you just keep accelerating towards that star. And that's no good. That is definitely no bueno. Alright, ending our transit. Throttle is in the auto throttle zone. Countdown timer is at a nice 6 seconds. That's the perfect speed for anybody wanting to fly an approach. If you accelerate past that, you won't be able to slow down fast enough and you'll end up zooming past the station. And then you'll have to perform the loop of shame. Or, depending on if you're being chased or not, it may not be a loop of shame, it may be a crazy Ivan. Gravity interfering with the approach a little bit. You just have to grit your teeth and bear it. Request docking.
Assigned
Docking
plan.
request granted.
Looks like I'm coming in possibly from the opposite side I need to. Yep, you always want to have the numbers at the front of your ship when you land. So, chop the throttle, go to flight assist off, go inertial, gear down.
Deploying landing gear.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
It's a little bit more cash. Nothing huge, but nothing terrible either. Secure information needs delivering. Well, that's interesting. Okay, Morgor. That's a tempting bit there. Let's see. Anything else? Nope. 10 grand to Morgor, though. That's not terrible. Do I have the range? Nope, not quite. Well, let's see if I can open up a little bit more range with tossing these. Nope, still not the range. Ah, well. Galaxy map.
Of course.
The Morgor system. Extraction-based economy. A station that may have something. Possibly. Potentially. Gear up.
Released. Engine
Deactivating
engaged.
landing gear.
And obscured by the planet. Alright. Also for new commanders, there is one unified switch that can activate your frameshift drive for warp or hyperspace jumps. Don't use that. Use separate switches for both. That way, in case you need to, you can jump to warp even if your hyperspace destination is obscured. It may save you a few seconds if you're in a situation where where that's a matter of life or death. Instead of having to clear your nav system and then make a jump using the one switch for a warp jump instead of hyperspace. Throttle zeroed. Again, very nice that they've added in the stellar class of the system you're jumping to. Lets you kinda sorta plan if you got a fuel scoop. Because you can only scoop off of KGB foam stars. Yeah. OBAF, GK, and M class stars. Anything beyond that, yeah. Can't scoop off of them, won't get any fuel. May potentially leave yourself open to stranding. And cold, cold, lonely death. Wanted. And if I had any guns, and an interdictor module, and better shields, I may have been tempted to take a crack at him. As it is, though, well, just let people be people. Also, let people with a whole lot more armament take care of other people. That's a Federal Security Service Anaconda. A very big ship, a very mean ship, and really, really out of my weight class at the moment. Okay, here's what I mean. I'm coming in too fast. I'm at 4 seconds. Even if I chop my throttle to nothing, I'm gonna have to kinda loop and try to bleed off as much velocity as possible. Now, this is going to be a planetary approach, so a little bit different than your standard station approach that I've been running prior to this. What you want to do is kinda orient your target so it's at the relative top of the planet. You know, relative to your orientation. Keep your auto throttle either at auto throttle or just below. And you want to slowly approach and let the city or your landing point come down several degrees from the pole. Kinda in this orientation here.
Orbital flight engaged.
Let your auto throttle do its work. Chop it a little bit more so you're around 20 kilometers per second. You want to maintain something like a 45, somewhere between 30 and 50 degree glide slope. I'm bringing the auto throttle back up, re-engaging it. And just keep it centered. You may feel like you're going to crash into the planet. You are not going to crash into the planet. Your glide will wear off before you hit the surface. But there we go, perfect approach. Cut your throttle to 0, wait for the tower to recognize you.
DeLacy, X-Ray Tango 9er, comms link online. Regulate your approach speed and submit to security scans if you are required to do so, Commander.
Falcon DeLacy, X-Ray Tango 9er, request docking clearance.
Docking protocol initiated.
Approved for access. Proceed to landing pad 02.
Copy tower 02. So you can see the local gravity on the lower right of your attitude and altitude ladder there. Local gravity is 0.12 G. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Station normal for
Scan detected.
anything up in space is 0.10 G. This is just slightly, marginally higher than normal station gravity. It's when you get into the really high G stuff, or even 1 G, where you aren't quite used to that, that things might get a little tricky if you don't know the conditions.
Descend to flight level 50.
And we're here.
Docking confirmed. Dispatching ground crew. Welcome, Commander.
So let's drop off our cargo.
Incoming message.
Hey, they like me. They really like me. Promoted to mostly penniless. Yay, I'm not poor. Relatively speaking. Alright, well, let's see here. What else we got here? There's a whole lot of transporting of shit here. What else we got? Career job available. Wow, there is a lot of poop to haul here. Hey, Merloid, how you doing? I mean, I've seen some crappy jobs, but this is literally a bunch of nothing but crappy jobs. Alright, let's gas up the ship. Galaxy map.
Accessing data.
Alright, let's get... Show by economy. Let's see a high-tech system nearby. Olg, Owlin, Celis Primus, 7.5 million, 125,000, 50,000. Right, looks like the Owlin system is my best bet. Owlin Enterprise, and let's just see out of wild curiosity if there's anything going there. Yay, fussing around with PDFs. I had days like that. Don't care for them. Alright, nothing else going to Owlin, so let's just get clear of this. Gear up.
Retracting
Ship
that.
detach complete. Clear for departure.
Alright, and it is above the horizon, which means once I get clear of the 2-kilometer surface exclusion zone, engage.
Sure.
All clear. Safe travels, Commander.
Which I have to wonder how that's going to work when atmospheric flight gets implemented. Because 4 kilometers above the surface, well, 5 at the moment, and suddenly a ship goes from subsonic to FTL, is probably going to do bad things to the local atmosphere. People complain about sonic booms over their neighborhood. I can't imagine what a hyperlight boom would sound like. may end up responsible for a multitude of local noise complaints. Or they've got really, really good soundproofing in the apartments. No matter what, I'm sure they can still hear the noisy neighbors downstairs slamming doors. It's just one of those universal laws, I think. Alright, so try to position your approach so you're between the planet and the station. This is where orbit lines come in handy. Coming in a little fast, but I'm using the planet's gravity to slow me down as I approach. Gravity giveth, gravity taketh away. Speed is good, just waiting on distance. There we go. Dropping.
Slate, X-ray, Tango 9. Please comply with access protocols before commencing docking procedures.
Falcon to Lacey, X-Ray Tango 9er, request docking clearance.
Docking protocol initiated.
Docking request approved. Plot route for approach to landing pad 3-1.
Copy 3-1. Gear down.
Loud and clear.
Contact confirmed. Clear to disembark. Station facilities are at your disposal.
Alright, top off the tank and see what they've got in the shipyard. Here in the garage for me. I've been hauling cargo since beta. Time to haul people. And while a certain captain said people aren't cargo, well, tell that to airlines. Okay, so take that cargo bay and swap it out for business class. And turn this cargo rack into economy class. Anything else I want to do? Well, maybe, possibly. Oh, I think I'm good. Let's see if we can't upgrade a few systems here. Not upgrading that. What about life support? Oh, we can shave a little weight right there. And the sensors, we can shave some more weight. Alright, much better. Who wants to go where? Juliana Paul. She'll pay 63 grand to go 14.5 light years. I can work with that. Who else wants to go someplace? Peyton Shyster wants to go... Let's see here. What else? That's even better, 72 grand. To go to LHS 417. Where did that other one go? Let's see here. LHS 417. Well then. Now, one's to a planetary facility and one's not, but both in the same system. Laid back, low value target, very demanding. Oh, that's too bad, isn't it? That's an entourage of 5. Is it worth planetary... Worth the hassle of planetary landing, though? What do you need? How many people are... Or how many cabins are you going to take up? You're going to take up 5 as well, of course. Well, an extra 12 grand. Right. There we go. Other missions here, 18 million to go to the Patchwork Plains, which is only 6,000 light years away. 4 million to go to the Maiden's Veil. That's 1,400 light years away. That's actually relatively doable with a better ship. Yeah, space travel is actually, you know, given that there's, well, I won't say quadrillions, but definitely trillions of people out there in the galaxy. The number of star pilots is actually a very, very, very small number. Then again, the credit just may not be very strong. I mean, this is a place that the economy in is such that you can buy a metric ton of gold for 9,000 credits. So the credit may just not go as far as it used to. LHS 417 contested. Lovely. Okay. What else do I want to do? Maybe some defensive armament might not be a bad idea. Couple of point defense launchers. Keep missiles, torpedoes, hatchbreaker limpets off of me. That's right, I checked on the thrusters. Didn't really have much. And can't upgrade the FSD anytime soon either. Alright, well, work with what you got. Anything else that wants to go there? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Nope. 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 You know, while we're here, Just because it looks like there's a whole lot more money to be made in passengers. And because I can do it, may as well pick up that other mission now. LHS 417. Gernhardt Camp. Big Tourist. Business class cabin. There we go. Now I've got 2 entourages to take care of. But they're both going to the same place, so double bonus. Alright, answer the summons. Gear up. I have a feeling I'll still be around for a little bit. Clearing the dock at 400 meters per second. Have to double check. I'm pretty sure that's just under supersonic. Well, or maybe just over. Either way, it probably doesn't make the control tower very happy. Jump exceeds drive fuel. Aha. Galaxy map.
Loading galaxy information.
Overweighed myself slightly. Okay, how am I gonna get there then? Oh, I'm not going to Allen anyway. I'm going to LHS 417. There we go. That's better. 2 jumps. If you're right on the edge of your weight envelope, you can end up taking on a little bit extra cargo and having to recalculate the entire course. Star Class M, low security. Doesn't look like there's any kind of massive civil war going on. Beautiful. Which could be another reason that fees are so large. Nobody likes flying into a war zone with passenger aircraft, or spacecraft. Alright, 400 light seconds from the beacon. That's a pirate anaconda right there. Well, the good news is, if I get interdicted, I can always outrun them. Hi, Mage! Hey! And thank you, it's good to be back. Tell you what, it was terrible. Just, yeah. But everything's taken care of, I can breathe again. I think I'm sounding a bit better. Got some new microphone equipment in the meantime, too. Back and better than ever. And I'm loving it. Alright, so... 10 megameters, well, 6 now. Speed is in the optimum zone. Distance is closing. Gernhardt Camp, here we come.
DeLacy, X-Ray, Tango, Niner. You are now in Federation space. Follow all regulations before and after landing.
Falcon DeLacy, X-Ray Tango 9er, request docking clearance.
Docking request initiated.
Okay, Commander. Make your way to landing pad 27.
Copy, 2-7. So how have you been? Enjoying the weather? Gear down.
Deploying landing gear.
For some reason, I always try to land these ships like very, very short field landings.
Contact. Power down system. Welcome to the Federal Facility, Commander. It's good to have you.
Okay. And there was another passenger I had to drop off around here somewhere. I thought. Where are you going? Gernhardt Camp? Yeah. I'm at Gernhardt Camp. Alright, did we just run into a bug? Oh yeah, the Super Cruise Comet effect. Yeah, that's a very good point, IMH. It does kind of remind me of, it does kind of look like the, jump effect in Cowboy Bebop. Oh, okay, I see the problem here, I think. Possibly. So let's check the commodities market. I may not have the cargo space. Yeah, I don't have any cargo space, and since Yep, that's exactly it, iMage. I just figured that out. I don't have the cargo space to take the actual physical materials that they're offering as a reward. So I got to go into the outfitting here and do a quick retrofit, which is rather silly. There we go. Now, should be able to go to the passenger lounge. Yeah, does this look like a barter system to you? There we go. That's better. Now I can go back to the cargo bay. So I may as well keep this little cargo bay just in case of occasions like this. Sell the 4 tons of neofabric insulation. And see what else we got for passenger missions here. Because that pays a whole lot more than hauling cargo around, I gotta say. Sightseeing adventure. Not quite worth the trouble. Now, 62 grand, that could be a thing. 6 prisoners of war require transportation. Okay, there's an option there. Four passengers want to go on a little sightseeing tour. That's 77 grand. Yeah. Yep, I can imagine that. Now it's just, it's let's see here. My best jump rate on an empty ship, that's probably 2,000 light years per hour, 22. That's a 22-hour round trip. This is 2 weeks, 3 weeks to go 5,200 light years and back, and they will pay me. Well, they'll pay me a significant sum, 6.2 million. Here's a sightseeing adventure that's only 64 light years. That's not bad at all for 230 grand. I just don't have the rep for it, it appears. Minimum cabin class economy. Ah, okay. I see what's going on here. Actually, quick thing. Yeah, I'm running 2 business class. Is there any passenger accommodations here? Nope. That's alright. So if I had... I'm running 2 6-occupant business class cabins. If I'd switched it up to economy class, I'd be able to run 8 passengers in the same space. That's not a thing I can do right now. I can't swap it out. So I can't take that tourist mission. That's fine. I mean, this is still a Cobra Mark III. It's basically a puddle jumper. So this is looking to be the best value for money right here. Transport the Chief Medical Officer to Leonard Nimoy Station in LHS 3006. Alright. Anybody else going her way? Nope, nothing there. That's LHS 411. Galaxy map.
Accessing data.
LHS 3006. Leonard Nimoy Station. Locked. And what do we got here for messages? Cordial with the I-Booties Democrats. And cordial with the Confederates of Dahan. Oh. Alrighty then. Gear up.
Docking coupler disengaged. Observe station regulations on exit.
Hey, KZ Fusion. Not a whole lot. Just glad to be back. Got my, got all the surgery taken care of, so I can actually breathe and, speak and breathe and speak at the same time, and it's an amazing experience. Just trying a clean slate approach, a new pilot, one of my alts for, kind of show off what the game has for new players and anybody might be interested. So started from 0 and right now running my way through passenger missions in a Cobra 3. And thanks, by the way, for the host. Haha. Enjoy the new you. That's right. Hyperion reminds you that the light at the end of the tunnel does not indicate a higher power. Unless that higher power is Hyperion. New commander. New commander. I've got way too much invested in the main to, want to reset that. Ugh. It gives me the heebie-jeebies just thinking about that. Oh.
Hull integrity compromised.
Got a little too close there. And that's what happens if you hit a planet's gravity well at greater than 200 kilometers per second. It'll drop you out of warp and do a little bit of hull damage depending on how much depending on how fast, how much velocity you had to dump. So you have to wait for your frameshift drive to complete its cooldown cycle because that was a hard drop instead of a standard, a standard real space entry. And then you just spin them back up and go back to warp. It can occasionally also be used as a safety measure if you're trying to avoid a pirate. Not hugely recommended, but doable. I think it's like a 60. Well, I think it could be a 60-second cooldown. I'll start the stopwatch next time, or have a look at the clock up in the corner. Thought it was either 60 or 45.
Incoming mission critical message.
If I can reach destination in 5 minutes, I get a 10 grand bonus.
Submit a docking request before attempting to land at this federal station.
Falcon to Lacey, X-Ray Tango 9er, request docking clearance.
Initiating.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 06.
06. Gear down.
Detected.
Initiating.
Oh, isn't this a fancy station?
For your convenience and safety
And we're here.
landing sequence completed. Deploying ground crew. Station facilities are at your disposal, Commander.
At least it was a better landing message, IMH. It was, you know, once it dropped out of real space, or dropped into real space at the station, 5-minute warning.
Incoming message.
That's doable. $70 million. Somebody will pay 70 million credits to go to SAG A-Star. Granted, it's 26,000 light years, but it's still 70 million credits. Ah, alright. 40-second cooldown versus a 10-second cooldown. Alright. Alright, well, let's get this taken care of. Gas up. Fix that little minor bit of damage. I thought it was like 45 seconds or 60 seconds. Well, the more you know. Okay. Prospecting limpets. Okay, nothing for cabins here either. Not a big deal. Okay, let's see if we can't upgrade things a little bit more to shave some weight. Turns out, no. No, we cannot. Power plant's good. Actually, could kind of try to cheat a little bit. But I don't really want to that badly. Okay, let's see here. Oh, sightseeing mission. That's 1 million credits. The hell do you want to do? 70 light years, 70 light years, 190 light years. Tempting. Very tempting. Is that going to show all the points on the map? Maybe? Doesn't look like it. How many jumps would it be to get there? 17 jumps. I don't think so. Maybe after some upgrades. Hey, 100,000 credits to go 14 light years. I can do that. Ah, transporting this passenger will be seen as an illegal action in most systems. Unfazed by danger, laid back, low-value target, being scanned will greatly reduce passenger satisfaction. So now we got a little thing here. Instead of smuggling cargo, we're basically smuggling people. So to that end... let's get sneaky. Also, let's see if we can't swap out the 4E shield generator for something a little bit... oh, nope, no we are not. I have never hauled slaves. I do not want to haul slaves. I don't want to even know about hauling slaves. This is a paying passenger, not somebody else paying me to haul them. Ugh. Okay. What we got here? Partnership, reputation change, blah, blah, blah. Alright. Galaxy map.
Loading galaxy information.
Exactly. Okay, 2 jumps. And, if I remember right... okay, there's the station. Long year survey. Yes, you have a point. That's why I don't transport them. Gear up.
Sure.
To quote the captain, people aren't cargo meat. Anyway. I clear that passenger liner ahead of me. Oh, beautiful shot. Oh, that's nice. Kix,
Go ahead, Commander.
take a photo.
Capturing image.
Go for jump.
Yes, Commander.
All clear. FFC signing off.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have Federation blood in me, but I definitely have mercenary blood in me. I just have standards. A little bit more mercy than mercenary, I suppose. Alright, let's get you to your destination and dropped off here. Oh, hey. Go astronomical object? Repairing the foghorn. Nothing else within 1 AU. I forgot what starting off from scratch could be like sometimes. Like, I've been taking the advanced discovery scanner for granted. Being able to honk the horn and just detect everything in a system. Well, on the surface, what does Guardians refer to? The initial, surface impression I get is it means the fighters. They're the guardians of the big ships. But that's, not exactly a stretch, but not exactly fitting in entirely either. So, yeah, it could be something else entirely. I mean, that teaser image that they showed with the, driving around on the planet with the weird architecture and what looked like some kind of glowing energy source right in the middle. That's not ominous or curious at all. Okay, let's see if I can throttle back and bleed off some velocity here so I'm not... There we go. Oh. There we go, 6 seconds. Mystery things, biological entities, all kinds of interesting things in the patch notes. So we're going to play this approach safe. And kind of skip the pleasantries with the tower. That'd be nice, multiple fighter bays being able to launch a flight. Drop.
Spinning down a drive, Commander.
Request docking.
ULAC X-ray Tango 9.
Docking protocol
Independent
initiated.
star system, Commander. Request docking permission prior to touching down.
Shields offline. Silent running.
Come in, Commander. We've lost contact.
Heat
Please
sink
perform a
deployed.
cross-check.
Go hot.
Restoring
Thermal
basic.
signature restored.
Gear down.
Activating landing gear.
Set to 1.
Certainly.
Shields online.
Landing complete. Docking restraints engaged. Report to station.
No, I haven't gotten my key bindings wiped, thank goodness. And there we go, one stealthy approach and landing. Yeah, it took about that long to get the update for me as well. Okay. Sightseeing adventure. How far do you want to go? Not too bad, 114 light years. Better. All right. Take care. Passengers. Let's see here. What else we got here? A lot of sightseeing adventures. Oh, that'd be beautiful. That's for 2 million. I might take that. All right, sounds good. Good luck with the programming. Let me know what you find. I'd kind of like to get some more voice attack macros in here as well. $2 million to go. What was the distance there? 130 light years. That's doable. That's some good. That's some good value for time investment. Well, let's see if we can't... Nope, there is actually no... There's no dockyard facilities here. Oh, you're making a voice pack I can have? Well, thank you very much when you're... Well, when you're done with it. Thanks.
Anytime.
Not you, Kix. So I actually did discover a new object. But I am not 20 light years away from the source to turn it in. Okay, seeing as there are no facilities here for outfitting, which is interesting given the size of the station, let's just grab a quick passenger mission and be on our way. Sightseeing, sightseeing, sightseeing. Ah, luxury cabins, of course. And here's where things get really good. If you stick around a system long enough, and if you do enough missions for the locals, that'll boost your reputation. Yeah. Then, once you get more friendly with people, they start giving you the better missions. Right now, you know, you're kind of a wanderer and nobody really trusts you. Way of the world. Is there anything in the mission board? Anything exciting here? 9 grand. Deliver gold. But it's only 7 grand, so no. Alright, 1 jump, easily doable. And it's not flying to the ass end of the star system, which is nice. A little added bonus. You're up.
Raising landing gear.
Detach complete. You're clear to leave.
Well, if it's Space Fantasy Island, then you got Ricardo Montalban.
Have a safe trip,
And
Commander.
then it can rapidly turn into Wrath of Khan. Then you got a problem. Your first trip into space should not be Wrath of Khan. Those poor, poor cadets. Anyway. People are going to be watching this in the archives and going, what are they talking about? Auto throttle is set. A yellow checker paint job for taxis. They still haven't gotten around to the rescue 1 paint job, so I don't know. I'd like to see an Asp Explorer like they have with the SAR crews, search and rescue teams. Okay, side that's rotating counterclockwise will have the door.
X-ray Tango 9er, this is Starcon. You require authorization for access to the docking bay.
Falcon to Lacey X-ray Tango 9er, request landing clearance.
Okay.
Request approved. Head directly to docking bay 01.
Copy, pad 1.
Scan detected.
Gear down. Oh, it's one of these stations. I love these stations. Straight out of Blade Runner, it feels like. Hey, Revenstar, how are you doing? I'm just enjoying the new update and just seeing the sights.
Touchdown successful. You are cleared to disembark. Welcome to this Alliance facility.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is a high-tech. Just absolutely beautiful. Adds so much more life to the station seeing something like that.
Incoming mission critical message.
Well, believe me, you guys will be okay right here. I get landed, I drop them off, and then they tell me that somebody's chasing after them. I'm sorry, once you get off my ship, it is officially no longer my problem. Let's see here. What else do we have for transport missions? This looks like a good one right here. 96 grand? I'll take that. One moment. Ah, right. Gotta take care of some cargo first. It would appear. No. Okay. They want to go to Steiner City. Don't tell me. No, I'm at Steiner City. Okay. Good. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I need to take care of this. Is that what's going on? Do I need to take out the guy that's going after them? Or am I just missing something here? They haven't... Oh, there we go. There. Get off. Go away. No longer my problem. Another 84 grand there. That's not bad. That would be neat if picking up escape pods got a passenger mission. I could see that. Maybe the escape pods were the jettisoned cabins, because I know that if... It's pretty much the ultimate screw this, I'm out of here. If a passenger isn't happy with you,
Incoming mission critical.
they can eject the entire passenger module. Okay, Bodagos installation, Merak, I get a bonus of 40 grand. Alright, I can do that. Okay, 34 light years. A little bit more annoying, but I'll still do it. Well, 420 grand. Do I have enough to boost some of the... 4 C thrusters, 4 D thrusters. There we go, a little bit boosted frame shift drive there. Oh, now what? Okay. First things first, though. Hey, even cut some jumps off that. 4 jumps to 2 jumps. Beautiful. Gear up.
Deactivating landing.
Coupling disengaged. Be wary of traffic on your way out.
Yeah. As the Federal assault ship nearly plows into me.
You are now clear of station restrictions. Safe travels, Commander.
It was easy, they said. The old man, the kid, and 2 droids to Alderaan. No questions asked. Oh, we know how well that trip turned out. Easy money, he said. A-class star. It's going to be a big, bright one. Ah, binary system. Oh. Son of a... I ought to push the ejection button on your ass for this. Alright, so we got a little bit of time to kill. Two years ago? Let's see here now. Looking up a thing real quick here. Some historical interest. Yep, 72 years ago yesterday. I bring this up because Admiral Patrius of the Empire decided that he doesn't want anything to do with the London Naval Treaty. That's apparently an agreement signed between the Federation and the Empire which limits capital ship tonnage and capital ship numbers. Now, historically speaking, interesting to see ships and supercruise from normal space in relation to the Cowboy Bebop effect. That's true, that'd be interesting. That would be interesting. Where was I? The London Naval Treaty. So in Elite, that was the agreement signed between the Federation and the Empire to limit capital ship numbers and capital ship tonnage, so you didn't end up with a wildly runaway arms race. Historically speaking, that's it gets its name and principles from the Washington and London naval treaties of the 1920s and 30s, which aimed to try to stop a massive naval arms race because dreadnoughts, battleships, battlecruisers, etc. back in the day, they were the super weapons of the time. They were the ultimate projection of power. Aircraft carriers were, lol what? Battleships, big gun dreadnoughts, that's where that was at. And so there were multiple nations that signed on to it. And then you ended up with a few nations like Germany and Japan that decided, you know what? Screw the London and Washington treaties. We're going to build whatever we want, however we want, and if you don't like it, you can just come over and stop us yourself. So you end up with ships like the Bismarck, which was supposedly within treaty limitations and was something like 10 or 15,000 tons overweight. And then you had, essentially you get to the Yamato class battleships. Yamato, Musashi, and I can't remember the last one off the top of my head. And those were big, big ships. Which brings us to a little bit of history for the day. 72 years ago, yesterday, on the... Yeah, I made Star Blazers. 72 years ago yesterday, 13 United States Navy ships faced off with a larger Imperial Japanese Navy fleet, including Yamato, which by itself outweighed the rest of the U.S. force. It was pretty much the most mismatched... Take a bunch of Toyota Camrys and put them up against an Abrams tank and see just how much, how effective they'd be in a fight. That was about the level of mismatch here. But somehow the Navy pulled it off. The battle off Samar. Just an The History Channel series Dogfights. Back before, the History Channel was... let's not go into what the History Channel has become. Back when it used to actually talk about history, there was a series called Dogfights, which did CGI recreations of famous battles and engagements in history. And the Battle off Samar just always fascinated, always amazed me, because here you've got a bunch of destroyers and destroyer escorts on one side that have all the armor of a tin can. Yeah, that one IMAGE the Hysteria channel. Destroyers and destroyer escorts, which have all the armor of a tin can and may in fact have been built out of tin cans, versus the heaviest battleship ever made. The destroyers and destroyer escorts had 5-inch guns. That was the diameter of the barrel. That was the diameter of the round they could fire. 5 inches. Yamato had 18-inch guns. And it had a lot of them. And so it was lobbing shells actually the size of the aforementioned Toyota Camry. You're lobbing a 1-ton shell out, just about to the edge of the horizon. I may be exaggerating it a little bit, but you can get some mileage out of those things. And yet, the commander in charge of this little mini task force sees what's going on, sees that the Japanese fleet is coming down. This is around kind of the part of the Battle of Leyte Gulf. And the main Japanese fleet is coming down on top of what's probably going to be troop ships, supply ships. They were in a position to absolutely, if not outright stop, then significantly delay U.S. efforts in the area. And so the commander of the task force, the U.S. task force, ordered flank speed and charged. Absolutely amazing. Just went in, guns blazing, firing off what little torpedoes they had, firing off their 5-inch guns, hoping to, if not directly damage Yamato and the associated the other battleships. Yamato was just one of them. Along with that went several other battleships, battle cruisers. Not sure if there were any carriers involved. Still trying to keep an eye on fleets so that I don't go flying past or get attacked en route. But anyway, these little tin cans engage the biggest battleship in history. It's actually makes me wonder if there was... Well, I'm speculating here. They had fighters from a few escort carriers in the area that started attacking and bombing the Japanese ships as well. Hey, Malakir, nice to see you. It's been a while since I've been on. Good to be back. Very good to be back. So these fighters just started bombing and strafing the Japanese ships. There was actually no real hope of getting through the hull. What they were hoping to do is just kind of wreck external modules, and kind of radar, optical rangefinders, etc. Radio equipment, try to interfere with communication. Generally keep everybody's heads down. And when they ran out of bombs, they just strafed with bullets. When they ran out of bullets, oh man. So if I understand it correctly, there was at least one .45 caliber pistol also used to shoot at the Yamato when a pilot actually popped his canopy and just fired out the window when he ran out of bullets for the plane. Just fired off his sidearm because what the hell. Then when they ran out of all the bullets, they just started doing dry runs against the ship to kind of buzz them and try to keep everybody's head down. And out of all of this, just this wild, desperate action, they managed to convince the Admiral Kurita, I think that's who was in charge, Admiral Kurita of the Japanese fleet, that they were actually facing a much more significant force than they were actually looking at. And Yamato and all the associated escorts turned around and headed back to port. Absolutely amazing. And if you have access to the archives, or if you can find it on YouTube, or find it wherever. The old History Channel series Dogfights, I can't recommend it enough. Good series, good history, and just good grief. Back to Elite, back to the 34th century. Approaching Batago installation. We're still 120,000 light seconds out because some passenger decided, oh no, it's getting too hot for me, quick, redirect. And I was too dumb to check a map first. Not that I could do anything about it. I just, money's money, and she is paying me 40 grand for this. On top of the other bonus, so... that whole argument of beggars versus choosers. Long live Sanla. How is Sanla doing these days? Have you managed to turn it into the galactic superpower that will turn the Empire to heel? And if not, come on, get on that. What are you doing? Meh. Can't be bothered to turn Sanla into a superpower. Gotcha. Oh, that's too bad. Well, maybe set out for greener pastures. You know what they say, the grass is always greener on the other side. I never got that. Have you ever looked at the other side of grass? Doesn't quite hold up under, testing. Alright, so after I get to Batago installation, then I've still got to go to... What do I have to go to here? Demanding... wants to go to the Gliese 3371 Visitor Beacon. But 40 grand on top of that, I can do that. Almost there. We're just getting inside of 26,000 light seconds. I swear to Space Kitty Buddha if the Gliese 3371 beacon is also out here in the ass end of nowhere. Oh yeah, that's what I said earlier. It's like, boy, words coming back to bite me. I looked at the mission, I looked at the location, and I said, well, at least it's not out in the ass end of the system. Well, that'll teach me to open my dropship-sized mouth. And again, if I didn't open my mouth, this, well, might not be as entertaining. Or it might be more entertaining. You never quite know. Ah, you went on an exploration expedition of 2 weeks. Where'd you go, Malakir, and did you have fun? Did you find anything interesting? Did you make a large amount of money? Answer the last question first, please. Harmless, wanted. Well, mostly harmless and unarmed, so actually very, very harmless at the moment. Ah, the Heart and Soul Nebula area, out to the Rift, looped around. Good cache. Good exploration out there. Also, apparently a mystery to solve. A lot of wanted people around here. This system's full of criminals. There's no place for people like us. Unarmed. Now, if we were heavily armed, this would be the perfect place for people like us. Then again, when you're heavily armed, just about every place is okay for... Another one of those expressions that needs a little bit of testing and examination. Went to a few of the hotspots, didn't find diddly squat. Well, don't feel bad, nobody's found diddly nor squat out there. And I just gotta keep telling myself, could be worse, could be Hutton Orbital, could be Hutton Orbital. Good God, thank God it's not Hutton Orbital. I once had a mission change objectives on me to Hutton, and yeah. That's when I got up, went out, stretched, did some cleaning, did some vacuuming, went to the pet store, picked up some food, grabbed some lunch, ran some errands, came back, loaded up Borderlands, played around, got up to level 10, came back in, waited another 10 minutes, docked at the station. Could have been 4 suns as you jump in. I've been in that situation. Ended up jumping into the gravitational merge point between 3 Class O giants. All within 10 light seconds of each other. Actually, no, all within about 5 light seconds of each other. The console was on fire, is the point. That's a... That's a good way to expand one's vocabulary to see a situation like that unfold. And I am very happy I am not under any kind of FCC regulation here. Alright, hey, we're here. Get ready to get your ass off the ship. Falcon to Lacey X-Ray Tango 9er, request docking clearance. Request docking clearance. Kicks.
Go ahead, Commander.
Request docking clearance. Alright, fine. Do it manually. Do it the hard way.
Adjust heading for approach to pad 13.
1-3. Gear down.
Deploying navigator.
Industrial station. Hi, Mage, you should know cold isn't the problem in space. Heat is the problem in space.
Engaging pad restraints. Happy to have you, Commander.
Yeah, not exactly happy to be here, Tower. Just dropping off a pain in the ass. Alright, and do I have any cargo in here now? I do. Neofabric insulation. Oh, very nice. Quadruple sunset. Alright, make a little bit more cash on the side. Any kind of outfitting be done here? Very neat hangar. Very industrial, I like it. Well, I could boost the power distributor, but I'm not really sure I want to boost the power distributor. Can't really boost the frameshift drive anymore, so I think we're good with what we got. Though I think we are going to add some defensive armament, shall we say. Missiles, mines, nothing. Well, you know? Nah. We're good with what we got. Alright. Galaxy map.
Assign plan.
Incoming mission critical message.
Oh, now what? Okay. Thank you.
Anytime.
Not you, Kix. Raised cordial, alright. How far we gotta go? We've got 4 jumps. Gear up.
Okay.
Restraints disengaged. You're clear to depart.
Not quite as fast as making money with bounty hunting, but
We look forward to your return, Commander.
does let you travel a little bit more and avoids kind of the sameness after a little bit. Though with the medium guns on this, that probably make bounty hunting a little bit quicker. Well, sorry about that, KZ Fusion. I done did it, apparently. Alright, let's get the guns actually set up here. Better. Ho ho! Oh, we just jumped into a jet. I'll be damned. Come on. Alright, well then, that was a new experience for me. Two light seconds. Yeah, I think that's a white dwarf star right there. And I don't believe it supercharged my drive. I don't think I was in it long enough. Let's get a scan off of this thing. I jumped right into the jet. Yep. White dwarf star. Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
Yep. Don't want to drop below into the gravity well there. I do want to try to enter that jet. See if I can't supercharge my jump drive a little bit. FSD operating beyond safety limits. It should say if I get it charged. At least I thought it would. Let's check my jump range. Well, 18.6. Maybe that did boost my drive. No, it did not. Well, I still have no idea how to properly supercharge a drive off of the jets. Now, what I have managed to do is chop 5% off my jump drive's integrity. So, yay for that. Okay, Gliese 3371. So then we gotta find a beacon in system. Okay, transactions. You want to go to the Gliese 3371 Visitors Beacon. Alright. 46 light seconds out. And we're going to end up zooming past here, so... Huh. Actually, I didn't loop of shame. That's interesting. Oh, don't tell me I'm going to have to scan it. with my SRV, because that would just be somewhat tragic, given that I don't have an SRV on board at the moment. No, it's in the sky above the planet. That's better. Because that's not even a landable planet. That would be a... Hey, the Wurzel! 07 to you too, Commander. A salute. How are you doing this fine day? Okay, coming in and dropping. Scanning the beacon.
Mission objective complete. Incoming mission critical message.
Doing alright. Just, I did a clean... I cleared the save on one of my alts just to do a zero day reset. No, not that, Kex. Do a day 0 reboot for new pilots, commanders, see what the, get in on a ground floor. Get in on the ground floor at 2.2 and kind of see what's changed. It's, different perspective from starting out versus, an already established commander. Visitor Beacon. The tourist economy in this system is driven by visitors to the outdoor world, although the neighboring water world is also a popular destination. Alright. Okay. Transport to Gooch Terminal in LHS 246. You are so very lucky. Go for jump.
Powering drive.
From DG Space Tours, passengers are advised the gymnasium is currently closed due to equipment malfunction. What would a 0G gymnasium have for malfunction? Why would you need equipment in a 0G gymnasium? Zero G, you can do all the gymnastics you want. Ah, imponderables. Okay, my auto throttle was set, but I heard the engine surge for a moment, which seemed like there was suddenly a gravity well that I got out of and accelerated. So sometimes you gotta keep an eye on the auto throttle. It's not a guarantee of proper speed and approach.
control, submit to random security scans on your approach.
Falcon to Lacey, X-Ray Tango 9er, request docking clearance.
Loud and clear.
Okay, Commander, proceed to landing pad 16.
Copy, 1-6. So this is an Ocellus-class starport. These are the big ones, if I remember right. Oh, this is a new... Let's see here.
Regulate speed.
16, there we go. Another industrial station. Gear down.
Activating landing gear.
Landing completed. Ground crews have been dispatched. Station facilities are at your disposal, Commander.
Alright, passenger lounge. Let's get some of that money back that I spent on defensive armament. Sightseeing adventure. Rocio Campos wants to go to the Collection of Wonders and collect data. Where is the Collection of Wonders? 11.5 thousand light years away. You got 3 weeks to do it. Sightseeing adventure, 78 grand for... Well, not quite sure what. It's not too far a distance. 21 tourists seeking transport. Now, where's this? 245. I will say the sightseeing adventures are a good way for new commanders to kind of learn the lore of the game and the places. Let's see here, 56 grand, 78 grand. And out of wild curiosity, because I don't think they're going to have... Let's see here. Passenger cabins? No. Nope, didn't think so. A Mr. Moo voice pack. Now there's an idea. Marketing. Well, thank you, the Wurzel. That's very kind of you. You know, we're gonna go with this. There, now we got a little bit more in the way of defensive armament. Totally defensive. Give me... Okay, you're gonna give me an extra 600 credits. An extra 600 credits, that's a shiny new quarter. if I buy a ton of domestic appliances, let's see how much domestic appliances go for. Nope.
Incoming mission critical message.
I see you do not care for the needs of your passengers. You pay me money, I get you to where you need to go. You know, a while back at Geek Hyena... okay, so I made a... Nice. A while ago, early on in my flying career here in Elite, I made a bit of a rough landing. And when I say rough, I mean I hit the landing pad at about 150 meters per second vertical speed. Stuck the landing, but still 150 meters per second. Geek Hyena took a look at the landing footage and said, "Oh my god, how long have you been flying for United?" Well, turns out I'd make a pretty good domestic passenger pilot. Gear up.
Retracting landing gear.
I am not going to buy you an extra ton of crap to weigh down my ship and fill up your quarters just so you get a little bit happier on a one-jump trip. A ton of domestic appliances. What, do you want a washer-dryer combo?
You have the all clear. FFC signing off.
Did you need the full, you know, oven range combo? It's 13 light years and change, and then a little bit out from the beacon. You are not going to be... It's going to take you longer to get buckled and unbuckled than it is for... Let it go. Just let it go. Let the passengers be the passengers. They're alive. They have business class cabins. All is good. Super deluxe toothbrush machine. It's 3 light seconds from the beacon. Otherwise, this person wanted me to fly out of my way to some other system out in wherever. Fly from the beacon to the station or planet. Dock. Pick up appliances.
Aye, Commander. Landing lights on.
Kicks,
Loading
no.
landing gear.
Kicks,
Power
no.
set at 25%.
Kicks, no. We're going to have a little talk about verbal sensitivity. And for all of that, I would get an extra 600 credits. Not counting what I would have to pay to pick up the appliances and my fuel costs. She's got very, very good hearing. Kix has very, very good hearing, and so she thought I was issuing a command. She means well. Good grief. This place is orbiting fast. Do you see this? I mean, if I were to chop my throttle, this station's pulling away from me, and it's pulling away quick. I've got my throttle all the way forward to try to catch up with this place. Falcon to Lacey X-Ray Tango 9 request docking clearance.
Requesting docking permission.
Landing permission granted. Proceed to landing pad 28.
Copy, 2-8. The only time I've ever seen anything orbiting that fast was, oh shoot. It's one of the HIP systems. Very, very close to an O-class star. Binary planets, and they were orbiting inside the fuel scoop region. So I was scooping fuel and trying to catch up with these worlds so I could drop down and try to land on one of them. Gear down.
Certainly.
Touchdown confirmed. Engines disengaged. Have a productive visit, Commander.
Incoming message.
Raised to cordial. And hey, you managed to survive somehow without your ton of domestic appliances. $117,000. Here we go. We're starting to get up into the payout range. What else we got? LHS 246. Anything else? Nope, just one passenger to LHS 246. And your entourage. You and 5 of your friends. And again, interesting. No ship outfitting here. Huh. Very interesting. Well, an extra $5,000 here. And I made $11,000 just scanning that one white dwarf star, and I don't have a detailed scanner. So, those white dwarfs, they're exceptionally valuable for their jump boosting properties. Galaxy map.
And then?
And then we find our destination. So yeah, white dwarfs and neutron stars. Neutron stars even more so because they offer the much more significant jump boost. And we're going back to Gooch Terminal. Oh, I can deal with that. Flights daily between Baker and Gooch.
Ship restraints retract.
Gear up.
Follow the greens on your way out.
Retracting landing gear.
Go inertial, flip around. Jump.
Spinning up.
You are clear of the station.
And we're good to go. So I think the next ship to be purchased... I mean, the Cobra, we're probably going to be sticking with the Cobra for a while. But the next ship after that, just given the combination of cargo capacity, or passenger capacity, jump range, and all-around performance, I think we may be upgrading to the Asp Explorer. Okay, coming in a little fast, I'm going to try to use the planet's gravity here to slow me down. Almost worked. Almost worked. If I'd gotten a little bit closer, I probably could have made it, but I would have really risked getting yanked into the gravity well. Yeah, I think our next project's going to be the Asp Explorer.
DeLacy, X-Ray, Tango 9er. This is Federal Flight Control. You are required to submit a docking request before landing.
Falcon DeLacy, X-Ray Tango 9er, request landing clearance.
Requesting.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 1-6.
Copy Tower 1-6. Gear down.
Lowering landing gear.
400 meters from touchdown. Landing complete.
iMage says all the Super Cruise ships shame looping would be very entertaining to see from the station. Yeah, you could, count, make bets on them. Turn into a little local sporting event for, low-grade gambling. Sightseeing adventure, transport. Another $100,000 there. Okay, transport the CMO to Bykovsky Terminal out of crazy curiosity. Uh, 13,000 light seconds. I can deal with that. That's not a bad theory, yeah. Explain all the 0-minute credit offers to make it to the dock. They got a few credits on the shame loop. Betting against their pilot. Yeah, there's nothing here for cargo space. Or for passenger cabins. Alright. Well, back out into the deep dark. One more run here, and then I think I may call it for a little bit. Just to get some errands and some meals taken care of. Unfortunately, the real world doesn't stop.
Docking clamps retracted. Regulate speed until clear of exclusion zone.
Gear up and watch out for that orca. Wow. Well, it wasn't a collision, so no harm, no foul. Only in high-tech systems, possibly in tourism systems as well.
Clear of station perimeter. Watch your 6, Commander.
And the cats are good. Hank and Yuki are getting along well, not trying to actively murder each other, bouncing around the cockpit a lot, and happily not using the rudder pedals for a pillow at the moment.
Message.
2 units of agri-medicine for medicinal purposes. An extra 2.5 grand, not worth it. You're basically saying you want to give me an extra 2% profit for...
Incoming mission critical message.
You're the chief medical officer. You're supposed to have all this crap lined up already. I just fly the ship. Yeah, the cats aren't using the rudder pedals for, a pillow or a fort or, some kind of body warmer, so that's good. Yeah, we're closing in on 2.5 hours and probably take care of some other stuff, as well as... I was told by the doctor to take it a little easy until the swelling goes down, so... Doctors, what do they know? Well, actually they know quite a bit more than me, so I should probably listen to them. Maikovsky Terminal, about 15,000 light seconds, and not a huge ordeal to get there. Let's see, your System Authority vessel, Viper 3, Cobra 3, and a Python. What we got here? A Curiosity convoy. Yeah, going for a good time here, and then get landed here, get wrapped up, kind of start making plans for the next set of upgrades that go into this ship. Maybe get a boosted jump drive and fly out somewhere. Well, let's see here, not sure about that. Because there's the boosted jump drive for exploration. There's the detailed scanner. There's the advanced discovery scanner. All kinds of things that kind of need to fall into place. But once that gets done, I can start seeing about, say, Felicity Farseer. Felicity? Yeah, Felicity. Get some engineering mods. Start those going. Start building up rep with the engineers. Maybe gathering some materials. But a lot of that is also putting the cart before the horse. Just thinking about plans. But yeah, once we get landed and take off for a while, everybody, you've been great. Always good talking to you. Always good hanging out, and glad you think it's fun to hang out with me. Kind of see what's going on. I'm gonna continue this this series, basically, of the new pilot starting from 0 with 2.2. What's that, iMage? You said you're interested in early beta 2.2 loophole. What loophole would that be? Oh yeah, saw that. Saw that. Fighters could go into stations and not get hit by the station guns. And yeah, awesome chilling with you too, KZ Fusion. And once you get on later, I think I will pop by, say hello, see what's going on. But yeah, I think I'm gonna continue this series. I'm gonna archive it up on YouTube as well. So anybody that wants to catch it from the start, I've already got parts 1 and 2 up. Maybe not the most gripping stuff, or maybe it really is interesting. Hopefully, more the latter. Starting out from 0, starting off in the Sidewinder, moved up to an Eagle, and now we're here in this Cobra, which really does feel like home. And what upgrades come from here? Well, that's kind of a question of how much money you make. And how fast you make that money. If there's a ring system around here, an extraction site, which I don't see anything right here, make more money, quick burst of cash trying to help the local cops take out crooks, pirates in the rings. Medium guns do help with that. The Eagle, triple pulse lasers, that eats into the capacitor a bit. As much as I like the Eagle. Whereas dual medium multi-cannons, those will probably do a little bit more chewing. A little bit more efficiently. And let's try to wrap it up on a good approach and a good landing.
Incoming mission critical message.
5 minutes to land, 10,000 credit bonus. Can do.
DeLacy X-Ray Tango 9er. You are now in Federation space. Follow all regulations before and after landing.
Falcon to Lacey X-Ray Tango 9er, request docking clearance.
Requesting.
Access approved. Make your way to landing pad 36.
Roger, Baikovsky, control 3-6. Oh, it's one of these stations. Gear down.
I'm on it.
Kind of a garden station. You can see the hydroponics towers there.
Fly responsibly. Ensure you complete docking procedures within your allotted time window.
We're down, we're locked.
Landing sequence completed.
And a nice green garden to land in.
Welcome to this federal facility, Commander. Good to have you.
Can't ask for much better end to a day than that. And now I'm cordial with these folks. Excellent. So, let's see if we can upgrade the ship a little bit. See if I can turn one of the business class cabins into economy. Doesn't look like it. So yeah, it looks like the cabins only show up at maybe high-tech or tourist economies. I'll look that up later. In the meantime, thanks everybody. You've been great. I'm going to take it off from here. Try to be on either tomorrow, a little bit later today. I'll be on. Just got to get some get some stuff taken care of, get some stuff cleared up. Not quite a regular schedule yet, but we're easing back into it. Until then, I'm Mr. Moo. Fly safe, Commanders. If you can't fly safe, fly dangerous. If you can't fly safe or fly dangerous, find a good, experienced commander to bring you under his wing, or her wing. See what you can learn. Take care, everybody.